Yeah, it's true. We are trying to make this car road legal again. It basically failed a warrant of fitness about a week ago, and for those of you guys who don't live in New Zealand that watch these videos, basically all it is like a series of tests that deem if your car's like road legal or not. I believe in Australia that's called like an RWC, like roadworthy certificate, or in America it's like a smog test, so it's like pretty much the same thing as that. So we got a few things to do today. We got to replace the front engine mount, got to replace a gasket on the exhaust, and got to replace the license plate bulb in the back. And yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me if me and my brother both sound like, you know, just voice sounds weird and like the energy's a bit low. We're both sick as dogs, man, but you know, we got some work to do, so the show must go on. Legit got COVID test yesterday. My first time getting a COVID test, and that swab just goes so far up your nose, man. Like, it doesn't hurt, it's just uncomfortable, man, but you know, just had to be done. And yeah, it's insanely windy today, so I'm probably just gonna voice over most of this. So yeah, the front engine mount we got to replace it's right there, and the bolt we have to undo is right in there. Alright, so what we're doing right here is we're taking off the two covers that are underneath the engine. This is basically to give us more access space while we're working. And we're also cutting the zip ties off the LED light that's there, because that's in the way as well. Here's the engine mount we got to replace up here, so he's just trying to break the bolt free at the moment. These bolts are extremely tight, and especially because we have no space since we're on the ground, like it's pretty hard to break it, so it took a while. Now all we got to do is unscrew the bolt by hand and then pull it out like so. Okay, that's sweet, we're good. I'm just taking off this last cover for the engine right here. Sweet, so we'll get that out of the way. You might be able to wiggle it out, or we might have to take this fan out. Oh. Oh. Not that hard, there's like 4 bolts on it.
Should we remove it then?
I think so. Got the old engine mount over here, and the process had a little bit of a spillage, so this coolant pipe here just spilt all down there.
Someone's a fuckwit.
No, it's not my fault. Bailey took it off and it spilt everywhere, and he's saying it's my fault.
Nothing would come out.
Nah, it's your fault, mate. You spilt it everywhere.
I got told nothing would come out.
Yeah, no, I thought nothing would come out, and then you took it off and it just spilt all down the engine. You can see all the green stuff like down there. New mount's pretty much in, as you guys can see. He's just tightening the bolts up now. I mean, it actually wasn't that hard. Just had to move the shroud fan out of the way and get this radiator hose off the top disconnected. The new mount's in now, so all this is doing is just tightening up the bolts on the bottom as well as the one that goes through the middle. Back on quick or it's going to spill. Solid.
Even another bolt?
Yeah, but it's for the top piece at the back.
What top piece?
Up there.
Oh, fucking get it then.
Just screw those two in first.
Fucking resting on my head, cunt.
Get them fucking bolted in, mate. Don't care if it's resting. Right there.
Yeah, no.
It's fucking munted it, mate. Look at that. We always been hitting the guards.
Someone's gonna fall off the wheel.
Fucking melt straight through it, mate. Just zip tying the LED light back up. Zip ties fix everything, you already know. Oh, fuck. Nice and tight. Zip ties fix everything. Half a Bazatron with zip ties.
Correct. Now it's a fucking metal cube.
Now it's a metal cube in some scrap metal yard somewhere. that should be nice. Just hold it there. Yep. The engine mount's done now, so the next job is I'm replacing one of the exhaust gaskets on the exhaust system, but Bailey tells me it's apparently not possible.
It's fucked.
The bolts are too stripped apparently, so I'm about to crawl under here and take a look, so we'll see what we can find. So basically what we have to take off is these two bolts right there, and yeah, those are absolutely stripped. This is comfortable. There's fucking no space in there. It's insanely stripped, and that's the case with most exhaust systems, because you know this is like you're gonna be like 20 years old, so all these bolts just, they're literally impossible to take off. So we've come to the conclusion it's not really going to be possible for us to do that, because yeah, one, we're on the ground, two, like the only way those bolts are coming out is if you drill them out or you grind them, and we don't necessarily have the resources to do that, so I think we're just going to take it to our mate's shop and he's going to do it. But you got to understand, this is one of those jobs where there's probably no point even trying, and you got to know like when it's not worth it, and this is the case where it's just not even worth like wasting a couple of hours trying to do that, when we can just take it to his shop, he can get up on his lift, he can just drill it out, you know, take him like an hour. It will save us so much time. I think, what do we got left to do? The license plate bulb?
And the indicator fucking motion.
Oh yeah. I mean, we have to take, yeah, so we got to replace the license plate bulb, which we'll show you in a second. It's literally a 1 minute job. I'll show you guys in a sec. And the one of the lights has like a bit of moisture in it, so we're gonna get a heat gun and dry that out. We're just coming down to a flat surface to refill the coolant, because I mean you guys didn't see it on video, but it spills a lot of coolant out of the top radiator hose, so we're gonna refill that up now. Here's how you fill coolant. I mean it's pretty straightforward. You basically just fill it in there, and you want it so it's like right at the top. So as you can see, it's not all the way at the top because we lost some obviously. See, now we're at the top, so nice and full how you want it. We need to replace the license plate bulb, which is up here, and you're probably gonna hear a lot of wind noise in the background, so sorry about that. It's just windy as shit today, but all you gotta do, this is literally a minute job. We'll keep the camera rolling the whole time. Get the pliers and the tab, you pull the tab back, this drops out, and then here's the bulb right here, right? So you just twist that to your left, bang, there's the bulb. And you shouldn't really touch it with your fingers, because the oils from your hands can like blow the bulb, so if you can, avoid it. So we'll get that out. Oh, fucking drop that, oh shit. Yeah, there might be a point where you like, it's just too hard to put it in properly, so you actually do have to touch it with your hands, but try to avoid it if you can. Like that in.
I'll test it first.
Get that tied in. That must have been a minute flat, mate. Literally that quick. Really that easy. Some cars you might have to like unscrew like 2 screws, but I mean it's pretty standard for most cars. When's the Paul Walker Memorial meet? It's a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
I think it's in like 2 weeks, so if any of you guys are going to that, then we'll see you there, because we're both going. It's one of the biggest meets there. It's gonna be a fucking sick night. If you're not going and you're in Wellington, definitely come, because it's gonna be absolutely massive. We're gonna be there, plenty of people are gonna be there. It was absolutely huge last year. You know, there's just so many like R35 GTRs, R34s, R32s obviously, and just even some other cars you don't really see every day, so it's fucking sick, you know, these wide bodies. It's gonna be absolutely huge, so we'll see you guys there. Fucking hell. Got a bit of a wheel spin in there. 4H still goes hard, man. It's one of those classic fucking Toyota engines. They are good. That is a lot better. The car's looking clean. It is looking fresh. As some of you guys will know, I'm very OCD about a few things, one of them being my car, so I legit clean it like usually once a week, sometimes twice depending on the week. that is going to be a wrap on today's video. If you're still here right now, then I love you. Drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. I'm out.